What is going on, man? I'm back in Eversoul again. This is like the only game I really am interested in playing. Right? It's the only game that's really got my attention so far. Um, we'll see when something else comes out. There's a couple games supposed to drop this month that look pretty interesting. But we're in Eversoul, and I did see something on the Pride One website that I wanted to check out, which is mainly what this video is all about. First off, what do I think about Valena? Since I didn't go too crazy on her. I mean, I just got up to, her max on her banner. So I did the full 300 pulls, and I was able to get her up to level 180. She is Origin 2. So there she is. There she is. There she is. Love the design of the character. Just, I can't get enough. I can't say enough about her. There are a few team combos that I'd recommend with her. Because there's not a lot of bleed characters. Maybe that'll change in the future. I think there's only 3. You got Ayame, who is the demon, so everybody's not gonna have her. Actually, I could go into the thing so you can see who I'm talking about, just in case you don't know the characters by name. So Ayame right here, the demon chick. She has bleed. Of course, Jacqueline. She has bleed. Where's she at? Where is Jacqueline? Right here. She has bleed on her main skill. And the other one is Haru. Haru also has bleed. There's not a lot of bleed AoE attackers besides Ayame and Valena. Jacqueline has bleed AoE, but it's AoE in a straight line is her main skill. So, yeah, those are 2 of the people that you could pair her up with, and she would do very good damage. The only thing is you would probably have to manually do it. Coming from me playing the characters together, I feel you have to manual the characters. So what you would want to do is you would want to hit Jacqueline's main skill and Ayame's main skill, along with Valena's main skill, and then hit Valena's ultimate for maximum damage. And it's pretty impressive as far as the damage output is concerned when she has bleed on characters, and plus she heals like crazy. So possibly in the future we'll get some more bleed characters. I would think they would be in the undead faction. It just seems to fit that aesthetic more, in my opinion. Because, undead, you usually think like vampire characters. They all look like vampires for the most part. So I think that would be pretty cool running theme here. Hopefully we can get an undead that has a bleed AoE in here to go with Valena. But, Kakao Games has shown that they are willing to make changes and improve characters as they go along. I love Valena as a character. She's like a hybrid tank attacker. She doesn't do the most damage without the bleed. She does very good damage without it. She does excellent damage with it, though. She's really tanky, especially if you have her arc, that boosts her up, as well as her skills are very tank oriented. I wouldn't bring her as a solo tank. I would pair her with a Claire, or of course Chloe, along with the healer. Your usual standard tank and healer. But she does really good. I'm actually happy with the character. I was gonna go after her either way anyway, so yeah. But let's go over to the Pride One website and let's check out what they've added. Okay, so we're here on the Pride One website. I'm sure everybody that is playing the game and all that stuff is already aware of the calendar that they released for February. As you know, the Talia banner's already up, and then we have Valena. She's already up. She'll be here all the way until, what is that, 16th? So that's not this week, but it'll be next week is when she'll be going away. And then we'll get Honglan on the 16th. Kind of the character I want to talk about today. So here's a nice little, I think these reward boosts will be like rolling through the months. So they'll continue to roll through them as we go along in the calendars ahead. So Honglan's skills are out. and they're on the Pride Win website. Of course, these guys are great. So let's take a look at them, because Honglan is a very interesting character, in that she's all AoE and she's AoE freeze. But here's the good thing about this: she's also a energy depleter. So she's like a debuffer. So she'll take away all those mains and ults and stuff that just drive you crazy. I'm looking at the Prim ults, I'm looking at the Clara ults, especially when they're with Adrienne. Those stages, I'm telling you, dude, the worst stages in this game is when Adrienne, Clara, and Catherine are all together. The worst combination you could ever deal with. That is so much of a headache. Oh my god, I hate that combo. So let's go over her skills, shall we? First off, her ultimate freezes the whole battlefield, deals damage equal to 170 attack to all enemies, and decreases mana by 2,000. Freezes the enemy, dealing 60% damage every 2 seconds for 8 seconds, and stuns it for 2 seconds. That is an insane ult. So all in that one move, she's taken away 2,000 mana, which I don't really know how much that would be. I guess we have to wait until in game to actually see it in action, see how much that is. So she's taking away gauge. Okay, she freezes, so she's got dot every 2 seconds for 8 seconds. So she's got dot, and then she stuns for 2 seconds. So I mean, she's kind of like, so she's got a little bit of Naya in there, along with some, like, if you want to say anti-Talia. So instead of boosting gauge, she takes away gauge. And then she's got dot on top of that. She's got 3 factors that are ridiculous for an ultimate attack. Some people were saying that this character looks like she was going to be broken, and that ult is certainly nothing to scoff at. Let's go to her main skill. Throws a heavy rain of ice, inflicting damage equal to 110% attack to all enemies. Decrease their mana by 1,500%. Or no, not percent, just 1,500, sorry. And freezes them, dealing 55% damage every 2 seconds for 8 seconds. So it's basically the same as her ult, except for there's no stun. And then it goes up from there, the more levels you have. Yeah, man, she's both AoE. This is ridiculous. These 2 skills right here are already. I can understand why people are saying that this character looks broken on paper, but like I said, we're gonna have to wait until we actually get her in game to see what these numbers are like. Because you got 2,000 here, and then you got 1,500. I'm sorry, you got 1,500 here, and then you add another 500 on top of that. So, I mean, if you're hitting main and ult like right after another, you're basically, I would guess, depleting their gauges all the way. Let's see, her sub is sends out an ice dragon, dealing damage equal to 100% of attack in a 1.5 meter wide straight line to the nearest enemy, and inflict freeze damage equal to 50% every 2 seconds for 10 seconds. Okay, so her dot is going to be a running theme here. So she's going to have dot on pretty much everything. Let's see. Her next sub is Freezing Strike. Creates a ice pillar. Deals damage equal to 110% of attack in a 2.5 meter area around the nearest enemy. If the targets are frozen, they are stunned for 2.5 seconds. Okay, so when she hits that, but I mean she's freezing on everything, so this is definitely gonna hit. And then finally her passive. A freezing chill permeates through all enemies while Honglan is on the battlefield, reducing all enemy speed by 10% and evasion by 15%. That's gonna help with the Lindsay's, the enemy Lindsay's that just like to just dance through your attacks. So yeah, that's pretty good. She looks great. Like on paper, like I said, right here, she looks like she's gonna like just wreck the game because she's taking gauge away, she's damage over time, and she has 2 instances where she can stun. So they're not the longest stuns in the world, but 2 seconds in this game actually is a lot because, you know, within that 2 seconds you could hit a shield with Catherine, or you could hit a main skill with Clara and heal your team all the way up, or you could hit Prim's main and heal the team up. So, you know, that 2 seconds is pretty good. And then you pair her with like let's say you pair her with a Naya or something. So you're stunning enemies constantly, and then you got the sleep right after that. So that seems like it's going to be a broken combination. So I don't have a lot of beast units ready, but I do have 2 legendary plus units just waiting for Honglan. So I do plan on going for at least 2 copies of her. I don't know if I'm gonna go in as hard as I did for Valena and try to do the whole 300 summons. We'll see. Once we get her in game and we can do the testing, like the actual test plays that they have in the game and stuff like that, and see her skills firsthand, then, you know, maybe I'll go for the whole 300 and get her right up to Origin. So we'll see, and we'll see how much I can save between then. I haven't been saving like I was for Valena. So she looks like a good character though. She looks like she's gonna be OP as fuck. So we'll definitely see. They did have the other 2 characters that are coming. So oh, by the way, Honglan, everybody already knows, but she'll be available on the 16th. So definitely save up all your stuff and try to get her. She looks like she's going to be a very meta character, as well as waifu, because that's what we care about over here. We care about waifu over here. Waifu over meta. So the next character that they did actually show is Erica. So here's Erica. She's going to be a fairy support. So we get our first full-on fairy healer. Now her skills obviously aren't in game yet. However, she will be coming on March the 2nd. So she'll, after the well, not even after. I think she'll be right with Honglan, right? Yeah. So her banner should be up like right after Honglan. So there you go. So if you were waiting for the fairy supporter, here she is. Here's the fairy healer. Her skills aren't available yet, but here's a look at the character. So take that as you will. Now the character that I do want to save for though is Aki. And like I said, we've seen Aki before in the little summoning page. This is Aki right here. Now she is going to be a very interesting character because she's Dex and Warrior, which is weird for a human, because when you're looking at it, you're like, well, isn't that what Lindsay is? Like, you're kind of taking her job. I don't know. I'm hoping Aki, because if you look at it, Lindsay is very single target, and she like at high levels, Lindsay will melt a character with her main skill. Like, she just erases them from the map. So I don't know if Aki will be another single target or if she'll be an AoE, because we don't have that many AoEs in the human faction. I think we got, well, if we go to characters, who do we have in the human faction that is actually like, let's see, human faction. Yeah, as far as humans go, we don't have a lot of AoE, like AoE people. We have, of course, Jade, which her only AoE is on the ultimate skill. Melfi, she is AoE. She's AoE in a straight line with her main, but then her well, her ult is kind of main line too. It's kind of in a straight line, but it's AoE. But we don't have a true like AoE like Honglan's gonna be. So if neither one of these characters, Erica or Aki, interest you, I would say go crazy on the Honglan banner, because she looks like she's gonna be pretty future proof. So that's my opinion on it. Like I said, I don't know if I will be going after Honglan the full 300. I'll wait. I'm definitely gonna get 2 copies, okay, just to get her up to, what is that, just to get up to red level. I'll get her up to that, and then I'll see what I want to do. But I have to see her in-game stuff, so that's what I'm gonna do. Let's go back into the game. It didn't really go up. I don't know why. This must be the. I don't know. I don't know why I just did that. We do have a spot in the guild though. We are 14 out of 15. So if anybody wants to join, let me know or apply, and we'll see what's going on. Other than that, there's not really a lot going on. I will say this though. I do have. Let's go to my consumables. 427 of the epic pots. I should have a lot more by the time Honglan comes out. So I got another week or so before she comes out. So I should be able to generate some more of these before she comes out. Hopefully I'll get lucky and grab one of those. Grab her from one of those. Maybe grab 2 or 3 from that. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see. I only got 12,000 diamonds, but you know how that goes. I only need 4 summons to get the guaranteed copy, so I can go in for the 4. Maybe I'll get lucky and get 1 on that. Maybe I'll get some tickets here, and we'll see how that goes, and then I'll decide if I want to go the full 300. But that's pretty much it, man. There's not that much going on. I'm at 1334 right now, but I haven't pushed. I need to start pushing really hard. I need to start being very try-hardish. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Taking so long to load for. Trying to get in my town. As far as the town goes, I don't think I said anything about the town part. As far as the town goes, so I did get level 10. I'm almost at level 11. I've been trying to organize my town a little bit. Been trying to, but it's hard. There's so much stuff that you gotta have in here. I'm not really worried about the level of the town right now, even though I'm almost to level 11. But I'm trying to get everything organized, because if I go over here, everything's like cluttered up. Like, look at the mailboxes. I just set up this little puppet show looking thing. I got fences everywhere. I would focus on these, by the way. Anything that generates mana or anything for you, definitely get those. These fairy ponds are pretty good because they give you 800 EXP for your town on top of the 2.5 mana generation. So I would definitely, matter of fact, I think these are currently these are the items with the most mana crystal generation. So if you see these, definitely grab these up, because mono crystals are hard to get. But yeah, I haven't really done anything. Everything's just cluttered and all that. But when you get up to level 11, I think level 12 is the next level you want to get to, because you get an extra town. Yeah, level 12 is where you get the extra rest soul. So I'm just relaxing until I get to level 12. So I'm hoping another fairy pond pops up and I can buy it. Other than that, ain't really nothing going on. Oh, by the way, if you don't know, make sure that let's go to the commercial district real quick. Make sure on a daily, when you see these little chat bubbles up here, make sure you go and talk to these chicks. Because it's not a lot, but it'll build up over time. You get 10 points every time you talk to them. So it's not a lot, but make sure you talk to everybody just so that you can get that free love story EXP or whatever, that bond EXP. Make sure you do that, because a lot of people aren't doing that. And, you know, these points get crazy after a while. So make sure you're doing that for all of the ones that have this little chat bubble above them. If they have this little minus sign, that means that you put them on a job. So my advice would be, I think you can talk to them 3 times out the day. I think that's the rotation. So you can talk to the same girls that are visiting the town 3 times a day and get your 10 points. So that's 30 points a day for each girl. But that little minus sign means that they're on a job. So what I would say is, when you get all your people back from their jobs, if they're have the little chat bubble, wait to send them back on the job, go talk to them, and then send them out on their job. That's just my advice, because those points will add up. So just make it easier to get the costumes, and when they release the costumes for the other characters, you'll already be set. So make sure you do that. But other than that, there's not too much going on. So thanks for watching. Short video. Hopefully it informed you. I I'll see y'all in the next one. Peace.
아기 토끼, 아기 구름, 오늘도 폭신폭신. 세상 일이 모두 이 둥실둥실 구름 같으면 좋겠구나.